Hi, and welcome to GF Squared, Gluten-Free Girlfriends with Jen and Ashley, all a part of glutenfreerichmond.com.
Hello, and welcome back to us. And after the holidays, it was awesome at Thanksgiving. Yeah. Cheers to everybody.
Cheers.
It's Jen and Ashley and
Special guest
Joshua, who is my brother and in town. And Ashley and I have been like communicating via emails and everything else. That he's a baker, a pastry chef, and
a candlestick maker.
He makes some really awesome gluten-free biscuits, basically. We've been using the mixes, and there are some tricks, though.
Yeah, apparently there's some good tricks that we're going to learn about today.
Plus, he's going to be making what kind of gravy?
Oh, we are making leftover turkey mushroom gravy.
Yum! What kind of mushrooms, though?
Chanterelle mushrooms. But you can use any kind of mushrooms.
Yes. Where are those mushrooms? They were sitting right here.
I took them.
Ta-da! That's what they look like.
Yum.
I have not worked with these before, so I'm very excited.
Yeah.
So brother's going to show us a little bit of fun, and we're going to enjoy some big fluffy biscuits, which we're not used to. We're used to what?
Flat, hard,
Pucks.
biscuits.
Here's to cooking gluten-free. Cheers. Cheers. Woo. So one of the things that we were talking about was baking, and we're not all bakers, but the mixes don't always have all of the proper instructions, which we learned from Josh.
Yes, we are using a gluten-free Bob's Red Mill mix.
Which is awesome.
Which is an awesome mix, but I'm going to use the techniques that you would use to make a traditional gluten biscuit. So we've got our measured amount, which I use the measurements that are on the package. So we got 2.5 cups of the mix. And then we're going to take cold butter. It has to be cold butter. You can even put it in the freezer if you want to. And then we're just going to cut it.
I love all that butter.
Who doesn't love butter? If we can just fry it.
I think you can, actually.
Okay, and then we're just going to use our fingers. You can use you can put it in a food processor if you want to. But I just use my fingers because they are the best two tools you have in the kitchen. And we're going to try to get almost a little bit bigger than like a cornmeal, pea-ish sized texture. Okay, once we get it to a texture about like that, got some nice little chunks of butter. You still want to have lovely chunks of butter. Then we are going to add our water, and I actually put ice cubes in here. You want to use as cold water as possible so that you don't melt your butter.
I cook a lot, but the baking thing has always been, a challenge for me. And my brother is more of a baker than, well, you do both, but yes. You said that...
But I'm a better baker than I am.
Well, I think you're good at both. But the interesting thing is that this is an exact science, whereas cooking, you throw this in, throw that in, and if you mess up a little bit, you just correct it. You can't do it with the baking. Yeah.
You just don't want to overmix it. You just want to kind of get it all together. And then we'll just take her out of the bowl. And you can put some flour down on the board if you want to, but I found you really didn't need to. So once you get it to probably about 1 inch thickness, you can use a rolling pin if you want. I usually just mush it out with my hands. I usually use a wine glass.
Conveniently.
There
happens to be a couple sitting here.
And then there's usually somebody standing by with a lovely pan.
Ta-da!
Wow! That was amazing.
There you go.
That was super.
I love it when a pan comes out of nowhere.
I know.
It's awesome.
Flying pans. And then, you can do these in a glass pan if you want. Some people like to do them really, really close together. But
does it matter, really, if they are?
Not really.
What a great way to eat leftover turkey, though, with a nice gravy over some biscuits.
Oh, no.
Breakfast for dinner. All right, so those go in the oven?
I have actually set this at 400 degrees because traditionally biscuits would be cooked at a higher temperature, about 4 to 425 for 8 to 10 minutes. This particular package says 350 for 20 to 25 minutes.
But you disagree.
But I disagree. No. So I'm doing it at 400 for about 10 to 12 minutes. And you can egg wash them if you'd like, put cheese on them, put anything you want on them, and they'll be fabulous.
Right on. Now to the gravy, and Ashley's going to help you out with
Where's
that.
my wine?
So, Josh, tell us what we used to start.
All right, we had a little bit of rendered bacon fat left over, so we did a little bacon fat.
Bacon fat, bacon fat, bacon fat.
Because we love the pig. So there's a little pig in there, and there's a little olive oil, and then we threw some wild mushrooms in there, and then we're gonna season it with a little bit of salt.
Sounds good.
Please don't use that iodized stuff. We need real salt, real sea salt.
Serious salt.
Some cracked pepper, real pepper, cracked on the spot.
All right, we like it.
All right.
Moving on, we ready?
Moving on.
All right, so we've
What's
already got some garlic chopped, so that's going to go in, right?
Yes, ma'am. Give me that garlic. A little flavor the piggy mushrooms. Yes, and we'll give it a little flip.
I like it. Look at you.
A little flipping out in the kitchen. All right, and now give me some. I think we have some sweet peppers to go now.
Here we are. Lovely. Right in, right in.
Get in there. Get in there.
All those colors.
And
Bring
then
it on.
let's do that again. Flip it.
Look at that action.
And then we just let it saute down for a little while, get some nice color, because color equals flavor, if you didn't know that.
That's looking good already.
You could serve it just like that. Oh, let's look at those biscuits. Oh, they're puffing. Almost. So we've got a little leftover turkey, and that's probably enough right there. Yeah. We don't want to lose that great mushroom pig flavor.
That looks good.
You could throw a little fresh herbs in here of whatever variety you love. But then we'll just let this cook for a while.
You can use white and dark meat, but you can really use whatever you want, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. We're going to add some chicken stock to it, right?
We're going to add a little bit of chicken stock, and since we don't want any of that awful glutinous stuff in here, we're just going to use a little cornstarch in cold water. We need to make a slurry.
Yeah. So why does it have to be cold water?
Because it'll get all lumpy and gross in hot water.
Oh, gotcha. All right.
We
So
don't
that'll
want
be
that.
our thickener, which is gluten-friendly, gluten-free friendly.
We love gluten-friendly. Gluten-friendly is great. We have some kitchen stock, unsalted preferably.
Gluten-free. I'm going to grab the cornstarch.
You get that cornstarch. You want a high flame to saute. And now we're going to turn it down and add some stock.
So I'm going to make the slurry here. How much do I add?
I would just give a couple big tablespoons in there. You probably won't need all of it. I think that should do it.
All right.
It looks lovely.
There we go.
And when it starts boiling, your cornstarch will thicken when it's boiling. That's as thick as it'll get. So if it's boiling and it's still a little thin, you can add just a little bit more.
That looks awesome. And it smells so good.
Oh, and the biscuits are ready in 56 seconds.
I'm
I'm sweating it. And now you just let it sit for a minute. Just watch your flame so you don't burn it. But when it's boiling, you'll have some beautiful chicken gravy. And to finish this off, we actually did add a little more salt. And we added a little bit of half and half and some parsley just to give it a little more color and flavor. And now look at that lusciousness.
Those look so good.
Look at that flakiness.
My mouth is watering. That looks delicious, brother.
Why, thank you.
Nice
Look
work.
at that little gluten-free team.
And it is time to eat. Favorite part. Everybody gets a little nibble.
I'll let you both try it first.
All right.
Make sure.
Make sure. You're gonna try it for us.
Thanks for that.
Am I safe?
Oh,
Oh.
more than safe. Yeah, that is phenomenal. Really good.
Awesome. Oh my god. Those
The
mushrooms
biscuits
are
are really good too. They're really flaky. Well done. Well done.
Good job.
Yes, wonderful.
Pork jaw.
What a great team.
Toast to good food with no gluten.
We like it.
We like a gluten-free. And a special guest, Josh, my brother, again in town. And until next time, I guess.
Yeah.
Live gluten-free and cheers. Cheers. Once again.
Thanks again for joining us for our cooking segment, GF Squared, Gluten-Free Girlfriends, part of glutenfreerichmond.com. Make sure to visit our site and join us on Facebook. If you have a recipe or idea to share or want to become a sponsor, all of our contact information is online at glutenfreerichmond.com. Ashley and I will be back soon with fabulous recipe ideas, wine pairings, and tons of fun. Two girlfriends cooking gluten-free. Awesome!
Nice.